guys, today I wanted to do a dupe video, as you can tell by the title. I was really excited to do this because you guys, I don't know if you know this, but I love the Beauty Blender. It's amazing. It's the best way to apply makeup in my opinion. I literally cannot use a brush. Just drags and pulls, clings to dryness, but I find that when you use a Beauty Blender, things just go on so much more natural looking and smooth and looks more like skin, which is something that I really like. And I've used a Beauty Blender in the past. It is obviously $20, so I've only bought it once. And since then I have tried multiple different dupes or things that claim to be dupes, and some of them have been fine, some of them have been okay, some of them have been really close. But I want to talk about a couple different things, and I'll also talk about the $1 one, which is like the big kahuna. So the one that most people probably use all the time is the NYX Sponge. I have used this as well. In the past, I didn't think it was as good as the original Beauty Blender. I just thought that it wasn't as kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like squishy. And I also thought it was harder, like when you wash it, it kind of ripped more easily. I've had this one now for a while and I haven't noticed that. I have washed it a lot and I haven't noticed any rips or oh, there's one, just one. But I think that maybe however they make this is better than it was when it first came out. But I do like this a lot. Like I think that if you don't want to spend $20 on a Beauty Blender, this will do. This will totally be good, fine, great. Obviously the shape of this is different than the original Beauty Blender. But I find when it comes to the shape, it's not a big concern of mine as long as there's some point somewhere to get underneath the eyes. I find that it doesn't really make a difference. Like one that Emily Noel actually raved about and I was like, oh, I really have to try it. I was kind of disappointed by, to be honest. It was the NYX Sponge. Looks like this. This is not wet. None of these are wet, by the way. And she was saying how it was very similar to the Beauty Blender. She liked how bulbous the bottom was. And she was saying how like the tip wasn't frayed. But for me, it looks frayed. I don't know, maybe it's just like a personal thing, but I also noticed the first couple times I used this, it left little black dots on my face, kind of like how a brush sheds. This shedded little bits, and I thought maybe that's just because it's new. So I used it again and again, and I just don't think it's as good as the Real Techniques ones or the other ones I'm going to talk about. And like you can see, this one's just like, it doesn't, like it's easier to squeeze. This one's a bit more firm. They both expand quite nicely, but this one I don't think I want to keep using it. I know there's also an Eco Tools one. I haven't tried that. But I did want to talk about the Juno Co Sponge. So there's a couple of them in this video. The one that I want to talk about right this moment, I didn't bring with me, which is kind of annoying, but I did a whole video talking about it, so I'll link that below. It is a Microfiber Sponge, so it is much different than a Beauty Blender. The downside to the Beauty Blender for a lot of people is that it absorbs a lot of product. For me, I actually like that. I think that's the reason why I like using a sponge so much, because it absorbs enough product so that you're really only applying what you need and it applies it in a much more natural way. Now some people like a more full coverage, some people don't want to waste product. The Microfiber Sponge absorbs a lot less product than normal sponge, so it gives you a much more full coverage application. You can watch me use it in that video I'm mentioning. It's very soft to the touch, it's just as squishy and it doesn't expand quite nicely, and it feels good going on. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It just gives me more coverage than I'm used to. So I don't use it that often personally, just because I prefer a more lightweight coverage. If you do want more full coverage but you like the look that a sponge gives you, this would be a great option for you. They reformulated it recently. Not reformulated it, they reshaped it, I think. So the shape that I talked about in that last video is going to be a little bit different. So I'm getting those soon, so we'll see how that is. But there are a couple more Juno Co Sponges that I recently purchased and have been blown away by. Now the sponges I'm talking about from Juno Co, here's two of them. They have quite a few options on their website. These are the two that I love. This is called the Precision Dewdrop Makeup Sponge, and then this one, they have other colors and things, but this one called the Soft Dewdrop Makeup Sponge. Now they feel almost identical to me, to be honest. Actually, I think this one feels a little bit more soft than this one. I'm never going to buy another Beauty Blender. They both only cost $1 on the Juno Co website, so I will link them below. You're going to want to try these. Like I am telling you right now, I'm amazed. They both expand a lot, more so than the Real Techniques Sponge. I've washed both of them multiple times. They do not rip. They feel unbelievably smooth and silky, and just, I can't believe that the Beauty Blender is $20 and these are $1. There's a plane. If you normally buy a real Beauty Blender for $20, great. Like I'm not saying you have to buy this dupe, but the fact that you clicked on this video says that you're interested. I would recommend just picking one up. Juno Co is a very affordable website. You only have to spend $20 to get free shipping, and they have some great makeup palettes. I'm wearing one of their eye palettes today, the Peach Dream one I recently did a video on. They are also coming out with new palettes, like it seems like every day if you follow them on Instagram, and they are not sponsoring this at all. I paid for these sponges myself. I don't know if you can see the difference. And I'm not doing anything different with my hands. Just this one is harder to push. It resists more. This one's just like soft and amazing, and it applies makeup beautifully. They also have mini ones, they have gourd shaped ones I haven't tried. I really want to come on here and share this with you guys because you know I'm such a budget buyer. I'm always looking for dupes and alternatives and things that are cheaper. These are amazing. $1, guys, and nothing costs $1. You can't even buy a thing of strawberries or a banana for $1. You could buy 20 of these for the same price you get one beauty blender for. What? The Real Technique sponge, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but these are better and they're cheaper. So I think the only downside to these is the convenience factor. Obviously you can go to Sephora, you can order the beauty blender online at a lot of different stores. You can get the Real Technique sponge like anywhere nowadays. And these you do have to order off of the Juno Co website. So I guess that can be a little inconvenient, but because they are so affordable, you can stock up. If you just shut your eyes and felt both the beauty blender and this, I swear you would not be able to tell the difference. If anything, you'd think this was the beauty blender because it feels so soft and like amazing. These are also cruelty-free. That's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to just throw this out there. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you are going to try one out. I really hope you do. Like I said, I'll put my link below. It is my link, so I do get commission. Not that it's going to be much when you buy something that's $1, but you don't have to use my link if you want. Just go to their website. Like, it would be nice for me to get a little bit of commission since I don't make any money off YouTube. But yeah, I just think you should totally check them out, and hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to see more from me. Bye!